Hello students, I am Harshara Ratte, Senior Lecturer of Department of Computer Engineering. In this video lecture, I am going to teach you single linked list. The unit outcomes are create relevant structure to represent the given node using linked list, develop algorithm to insert given item in a linear linked list, develop algorithm to delete the given item from the linear linked list. Linear linked list also known as a single linked list. The learning outcomes of this video are, after learning this video lecture, you will understand disadvantage of array, advantages of linked list over array, linked list terminologies, types of linked list, operation on linked list, that is traverse, insert, delete and search. So let us start with the disadvantages of array. This is the reason of the need of the linked list. So static data structure. Array is of fixed size, means if I declare integer a of 10, so as integer one element takes 2 bytes, so 10 element will take 20 bytes. So array A will allocate 20 bytes of memory, whether array A is using all this memory or not. So this is what the static data structure means. What array size is fixed. If you memory is allocated, fixed memory size is allocated to array. Insert and delete operation. The second disadvantage is insert and delete operation are very difficult in case of array because it requires the shifting operation. Memory wastage. It is the third disadvantage. Allocating the more memory than the requirement leads to wastage of memory space. Also, less allocation of the memory also leads to the problem. So these all three disadvantages of array are overcome by the linked list. So these are the advantages of linked list over an array. First, linked list having the dynamic data structure means it can grow and shrink at the runtime by allocating and deallocating the memory. Linked list is not of the fixed size. Insert and delete operation on the linked list is easier than the array because it doesn't require the shift operation. Also, no memory wastage in a linked list. Why? Because its size is increased or decreased at the runtime. If you want to insert anything element into the linked list, you are allocating the memory. If you want to delete anything, you are going to free that memory. And the last advantage is implementation. The data structures such as stack and queue can be easily implemented using linked list as compared to array. Before starting the linked list, single linked list, let us understand some terms related to the linked list. So the elements of the array are the elements, but the elements of the linked list are known as the node, where each node having the two parts, data part and the link part. Data part can also be known as the info, and link part also can also be known as a next pointer or link part or address part. Since the linked list is a linear linked list, linear data structure, the linear data structure having all the elements in a sequence, so the sequence of the element is implemented by means of this pointer. The next term is the next pointer. Each node having the two parts, data part and link part. Here data stores the data value of the node, whereas next pointer stores the address of the next node in the linked list. Third terminology is the null pointer. Null pointer always be found in a link part of the last node. It is used to denote the end of the linked list. Empty list. Empty list, when header node having the null value, then it is a empty list because header node always contains the address of the first node. If there is a no first node, then that means a linked list is empty. This is the structure of the node. So the node is nothing but the element of the linked list which has two parts, data and the link. So this is a structure for the single element, single node of the linked list. So as it has two parts, so one part is the data and second part is the link. This link have a data type struct node. When structure contains itself pointer, then it is known as the this pointer. And pointer star is the struct node pointer star, which always point to the first node. It holds the address of the first node of the linked list. This is the memory representation of the linked list. You can see that this is a single linked list having three nodes 10, 20 and 30. So data parts contain 10, 20 and 30, whereas link part contains address of the next node. Here pointer q is the header node, so it contains the address of the first node, that is 100. 10 link part of the 10 node contains the address of the next node. So what is the address of the next node? It is 500. 20 link part of the 20 contains address of the next node, which is 200. So here we store 200. Link part of the last node, 30 node, contains address of the next node. Since there is a no next node, it contains the null value. It denotes the end of the linked list. So how this linked list stores in a memory? See here we can see that this the address are not in sequence. So 100, there are 100 address gap between each and every location. So if I want to store this first node, so pointer q is 100. At 100 location we found first node, that is 10, and the next part of this node contains address of the next node. So here is 500, so we jump to the 500. Now here we found the next node, that is 20. The link part of the 20 contains the 200, that is the address of the next node. So from this we jumped here. So here we found the third node, that is 30, and the link part of the 30 contains null, that means that this is the last node. So this is how the linked list is stored in a memory, and this link part maintain the sequence by storing the address of the next node. There are two types of linked list in your syllabus: single linked list, also known as linear linked list, one-way header list. Why one way? Because it travels in one direction from start node to last node. So also it is known as a grounded header list because the link part of the last node contains the null value. The second type is a circular linked list, also known as a circular header list. It follows the circular path, that is from last node to first node. We are going to cover the circular linked list in the next video lecture. So definition of the single linked list. It is a collection of nodes where each node having the two parts, data part and a link part, where data stores the data value and the link contains address of the next node, and link part of the last node contains the null value to denote the end of the linked list. Operations on single linked list. There are 5 operations that we are going to implement on the single linked list. First, insertion. We can insert any element, any node at anywhere in the single linked list. So we are implementing 3 insert function: insertion at beginning, also known as a create; insertion at last, also known as a append; insertion at middle, also known as a add after. The next operation is a delete. We delete the specified node from the linked list. Next operation is a display. Display operation will display the data value of each and every node from starting node to next node, last node. The next operation is a count, which gives the output the number of nodes present in the single linked list. And the last operation is a searching, which stores search the specified node in the linked list, whether it is present or not. So this is a function for the insert operation. As I told you, insertion can happen in single linked list at using 3 ways: insertion at beginning, insertion at end, and insertion at middle. So let us begin with the insertion at beginning function. So this is a function to add a node at the beginning. So let us understand this function with help of the diagram. So this is a linked list having 3 nodes. Having 3 nodes, 10, 20 and 30. Here the node 10 has the address 100, 200 is the address of node 20, 300 is the address of node 30. So q is a starting pointer, so q holds the address of first node, which is 100. So now let us insert a new node at the beginning of this single linked list. So I draw here same linked list. Now we are going to implement this function using the number 40. So this is the function name add at beginning, having 2 parameters, input parameters. One is the structure of linked list. So whenever I pass here q, pointer q, I pass all the whole the linked list to the function. Then insert num. In this num variable, we are passing the data value of the node to be inserted. So I give the input insert 40. So I pass the number 40 in num variable. So now in function, the first is the initialization declaration of the pointer temp. So we require one pointer temp. So this is a pointer temp. Now temp is equal to malloc size of struct node. So at this line we create one node whose name is what? Temp. So this is a node whose name is a temp. So we pointer temp to here. Let us take example that the address of this function new node is, let us say it is a 500. So this is the address of the new node. It is 500. So at the next line, temp of data is equal to num. So what we have passed in the num 40. So we put 40 at the data part of the temp. So this is the temp, this is the data part, and this is the link part. So we put 40 over here. Then at the next line, temp of link is equal to pointer q. So temp of link, we copy the address of the queue. What is the address of queue? 100 into this link, into this part. So we put here 100. When we put here 100, automatically this point to next node. So here is 100, so it points to the node 10. After that we place temp q is equal to temp. So wherever temp is pointing, now q is again q also point to the temp. So now q and temp is at same location, and q always denotes the starting node. So after inserting 40 will be your starting node. So this is how the insertion at beginning take place. We create one node at this line, then we put the num value in the data part, then we put pointer q address into the link part, because after adding it will be the first node, and then we adjust temp is equal to q is equal to temp. So this is how the insertion at beginning happens. Next insertion is insertion at end. So this is a function for the insertion at end. There are two cases, whether your linked list can be empty or whether your linked list can be empty. So we will see the both cases one by one. So this is the first case where linked list is empty. When your linked list is empty, your pointer q, that is starting address, contains the null value. So this is the empty list. So now we are going to insert the new node, that is 10. So here again function name is append, and here pointer q, when we pass the pointer q, we pass the whole linked list to the function, and in num stores the data value of the node to be inserted. Here we are going to insert the node 10, so I pass the value 10 to the num. Again there is a declaration part. We require two pointer temp and pointer r. After that, if q is null, when your q is null, when if your linked list is empty. So see there is a comment, if your linked list is empty, then now q is null. So come in, we will go to the here, control goes here, temp is equal to malloc size of. At this location we create one node whose name is temp. Let us take address is 600. So now we have one node having the address 600 and whose name is what? Temp. So what now temp contains? Temp contains the address of newly created node, that is 600. And after that line, temp of data is equal to num. So we put the value which is stored in a num at the data part of this num. What we pass into num, it is 10. So we put here 10. After that, temp of link is equal to null. Temp of link part we store here null. Then q is equal to temp. Why we adjust q to the temp? Because after inserting the first node, pointer q is always point to the first node. That's why we initialize q to the temp. Now q and temp both have the address 600. So this is how the insertion take place in the empty linked list with this code. If you see that we have completed this this code, if your linked list is empty. But if your linked list is not empty, we are going to cover this code. So let us understand this code with the help of the second case. insertion at end when your linked list is not empty. So this is a insertion at end of the case 2. So in case 2 your linked list is not empty and you want to add the node at the last. So this is a linked list having 3 nodes 10, 20, 30, and Q stores the address of the first node, that is 100. So this is the same linked list. Now we are going to insert the node 40 at the end. How we can insert the node 40 at this linked list? You create one node, new node, you put the 40 value here, then you put null here. Why null here? Because after adding 40, 40 will be your last node of the single linked list, and the last node of the single linked list contains the null value in the link part. So we will put here null, we will put here 40, and we will put the address of this node into this. We copy the address of this node into this. Let us understand it with the help of the function. So in this function there are again two parameters. First is pointer q, which passes whole the linked list, and num store having the value data value of the node to be inserted, that is 40. So we again require two variable pointer temp and pointer r. We keep it here. We are requiring this. We require this. Okay. So if q is equal to null, is q is null? No, q is having what? 100. So control comes at the else part. Temp is equal to q. So where is the q? Adjust the temp to q. Now q and temp both having the 100 value. Then go. This code while loop is for traversing the node till the last. Why we are going to the last node? Because we are going to insert the element at the end. Insert the new node at the end. So while temp of link is not null, temp of link is null. If it is null, then we will break that loop. It is not null. So temp is equal to temp of link, means what? Whatever store in a temp of link, copy into the temp. So what stores in the temp of link? Temp of link having the address of 20, that is 200. So we copy 200 into temp. So now temp will point here. At this line, temp is go one position forward. Okay. Again we check whether temp of link is null. Temp of link is not null. It is having the address of 30, that is 300. So again temp is equal to temp of link. Again we pass here. Now temp is contain what? 300, not null. Temp is contained the 300, that is the address of 30. Again we check, is temp of link is null? Yes. Now temp of link link part of the temp contains the null value. So we break the while loop and come here. R is equal to malloc size of struct node. So now we are going to create one node whose name is R. Let us say the address of new node is 500. So now R is containing what? 500. Next line is what? R of data is equal to num. What we pass num? 40. So data part of the R will contain the 40. Now next is what? R of link is equal to null. R of link. Link part of the R will contain null. Of course, after inserting 40, 40 will be your last node. And the link part of the last node contains always null value. After that, temp of link is equal to R. Means what? Temp of link now containing the null. Now we are going to store temp of link is equal to R. Means what? R contains 500. So we are copy this 500 here. After copying 500 here, this will point here. So this link is created at this line. See, now insertion is done. We insert the 40 at the end, at the last of the single linked list. This is how the function works. There are two cases. Case 1 was if linked list is empty and you are going to insert the element at the last. And second is if your linked list is not empty. Till now we have seen the two insert function, insert at beginning and insert at end. Now we are going to see the third function, that is insert at middle or add after, you can say. So this is a function for the add after or middle. Middle is also known as add after. Why? Because if I want to insert element between 10 and 20, So I can say that we are going to insert a node between 10 and 20, or we are going to insert a node after 10. Also, if I want to insert the node between 20 and 30, so I can say that I am going to insert the node between 20 or 30, or I am going to insert a node after the 20. So in this linked list, for insert add after function can be taken the location, for after which location you are going to insert the node. So valid locations are 0, 1 and 2. 10 is at 0th location, 20 is at first location, and 30 is at second location. So now we are going to perform the insert operation. There are again two cases. One is a valid location, means what? If in this linked list you pass the location 0, either 0, 1 or 2. And invalid location means what? If you pass any number, any location which are not present in the linked list, that is the number other than 0, 1 and 2. You can say 3, 4, like that. So the first case is for valid location. Let us insert a new node between 20 and 30. So if I want to insert a node between 20 and 30, I will pass the location 1. That is, insert a node after location 1. Now we will see how this insertion takes place with the help of the function. Okay, so we are going to insert the 40 and location is 1. So we are passing the location 1 here and number is 40. So struct node pointer temp and pointer r. We require two pointer temp and pointer r. Then this is declaration I. We required I because if I want to insert a node after any location, we have to first go to that location. So this is a for loop for going to that location. So see, for loop is what? For I is equal to 0, I less than location. So I less than, what is our location? Location is 1, I plus plus. So this is our for loop. I less than 1, I put the location value here. Temp is equal, okay, we will start from here only. Temp is equal to q. Where is q is pointing? We are going to pointing the temp over there. So now both q and temp is having address 100. Next is a for loop. Is initially I is 0, 0 is less than 1, so we come here. Temp is equal to temp of link, means what? Insert the address which is present into the temp which is present at the link part of the temp. So temp link contains the address 200, that is address of 20. Now copy the 200 to the temp. So temp will point here. Now temp contains 200. Next, if temp is equal to null, no, temp is not null. Why? Because temp contains the address 200. Then this condition is not satisfied. We again go to the for loop. We increment the I by 1. Now I was 0. Now I will become 1. Is 1 is less than 1? No. 1 is not less than 1. So we come out. Whenever you come out from the for loop, your I is now 1. Okay. So this is what the location that we found, after which we are going to perform the insertion. I contains the location. After that we are going to perform the insertion. Okay. So next is what? After finding the location, we are going to perform the actual insertion. So r is equal to malloc size of struct node. So we create one node whose name is what? R. So creating new node. Let us say the address of this is 400. So this is a node R, so point R here. Now R is containing the value 400, address of this node. Next is what? R of data is equal to num. What is num? Your num is 40. So you put here 40. After that, next line, R of link is equal to temp of link. Means R, link part of the R will point to the temp of link. Temp of link contains what? 300. So we copy this temp of link address 300 into the R of link. Temp of link is what? 300. Temp of link contains the address of 30, that is 300. We copy this 300 into R of link, means here. If we copy here 300, it will point to this node. Like this. Then temp of link is equal to R. Temp of link having what? 300. We remove that and we add what? R. R is having what? 400. So we copy this 400 here. So whenever we copy 400 here, it will point to here. So new link will be created from this. And this will get automatically deleted. So because of these two lines, we make these two links. First is what? Temp of link, whatever containing temp of link to the R of link. So we copy this address here, so it will point here, and then R, we copy address of R into temp of link. So we copy 400 here. So after copying 400 here, it will point to newly inserted node. This is how the insertion at middle happens for the valid location. In this case, we have executed all things for loop this line, but we didn't get this printf output that there are less than %d element in the list. So now we are going to see the second case for the invalid location where this will happen. Okay. So next case, this is the second case, invalid location. Again we pass 40 in number and location 3. So again temp is equal to q, we point temp at the q. Now q and temp both contains the address 100. Then we will write the for loop. For I is equal to 0, I less than location. Now we pass the location is what? 3, which is invalid, and I plus plus. So this is our for loop for location 3. So I is 0, 0 is less than 3, we come here. Temp is equal to temp of link. So temp will point here. Now temp is having the address 200. We check whether temp is null. No, temp is having 200. Then we again increment the 1, I by 1 and go to the for loop. So now I will become 1. I is become 1. So again, is 1 is less than 3? Yes, we come here. Temp is equal to temp of link. We put temp here. Now temp is not containing null. Temp is containing now 300. We again check. Is temp is null? No, temp is not null. We again I increment by 1. I will become now 2. Okay. Temp is equal to temp of link. Now temp will contain the value null. Again, if temp is equal to null, yes, now temp is null. So we put the message that there are less number of, we will get the output, there are less than %d element in the list and location. So location is what? Last location is what? 2. So we write here that we have the less numbers. There are the less nodes less than 3 elements in the list. Okay. So this is how the function works for the invalid location. And we can perform the this insertion in this linked list using this function. Because for insertion at middle, the valid location are 0, 1 and 2. So till now we have completed both all 3 functions for the insertion at beginning, insertion at end and insertion at middle. Now we will go to the next operation, that is delete. So this is the function for the delete operation. Delete is also having the three cases. If you want to delete the first node, if you want to delete the last node, last or intermediate node, or if you want to delete the node which is not present. So let us start with the case 1, that is deleting the first node. So this is the function for the deletion of the first node. So this is a linked list in which we are going to perform the delete operation. Deleting the first node means what? We are going to delete the node 10. So for delete operation, we have to send the data value of the node which is going to be deleted. So if I want to delete the first node, I will pass the number 10 here. So delete 10 I pass here. So let us perform the delete operation on this linked list. This is the same linked list. We are going to perform this is the before deletion. This will become after deletion. So now we are going to delete the number 10 with the first case, that is deleting the first node. So we require two pointer variable old and temp. Then temp is equal to q. So where is q? We put temp over there. Now temp and q both having the address 100, address of the first node. While temp is not null. Is temp is null? No, temp is having what? 100. So we come in the while loop. See, while loop is ends here. So if your temp is not null, we are going to perform this. We are going to execute this code. So temp is not null, we come here. Is temp of data is equal to number? Temp of data is 10 and our number is also 10. So we found a match. So if it is, we come here. Temp, if temp is equal to q, after finding the data, this line finds what the node which you are going to delete it. So we get the node. Then after getting that node, we are checking whether this is first node or whether it is intermediate node. So if q is equal to q, temp is equal to q. See, temp is equal to q because both is having the location or address 100. So this is the first node. So we come here. Pointer q is equal to temp of link. Temp of link is having what? 200 is equal to pointer, means what? Put the 200 value into q. So q will point here. Of course, after deleting this will be your first node and pointer q always having the address of the first node. So at this line, pointer q is equal to temp of link. What we do? Temp of link is having what? 200. So we copy this 200 into q. This was the condition. We copy the 200 into q, so q will point here. Next, this else will not get executed. After that, we come here. Free temp. Free temp means what? Whatever malloc function is used to allocate the memory, whereas free function is used to deallocate the memory which is allocated. So we are going to deallocate this memory, that is 100. So we are going to delete the data on the location memory address 100. So this will get free. So this will get deleted. So this will get deleted and then return. So see, the function is perform what? It will delete the first node using these lines. Okay. Now we will see the second case, deleting the node which is in other than first node. See, the case 2, same function is there, delete function. Now we are going to see, perform this line. So delete the intermediate node. Intermediate node means what? Deleting the node which is not the first node. So other than 10, you can delete 20 or 30. I am going to show you how 20 is get deleted. How 20 will be get deleted? 20 will be get deleted, and here now contains 200, address of 20. Now after deleting 20, we are going to store here address of the next node, that is 30. So address of 30 is 300. So we are going to copy 300 over here for making the deletion. Now let us see with the code. So int num, I pass the number 20 because I want to delete the node 20, which is the intermediate node. Then struct node pointer old and pointer temp, we require these two pointer for this. After that, temp is equal to q. So whatever q is holding, now temp is also holding the same value, that is 100. Now q and temp is point to the first node having the address 100. Temp is null. Is temp is null? No. If temp is not null, then we go inside. Temp is not null. Temp is having what? 100. So is temp of data is equal to your number? What is temp of data? Temp of data is 10 and your number is 20. Are they same? No. If no, then we go to the else part. This is the if. This condition we found what? False. So we go to the else part of this if. True part of this if is this and else part is this. So see, old is equal to temp, means wherever is the temp we put old over there, and temp is equal to temp of link. For because of this line, temp will shifted to the next node. Now old is having 100 and temp is having 200. Again we go to the while loop. Is temp is null? No, temp is having the 200. Again we check. Is temp of data is equal to number? Temp of data is 20 and your data is 20. Yes, we found a node which is to be deleted. Then we come in that if statement. If temp is equal to q, now at this line we are checking whether you are going to delete the first node. Is temp is equal to q? No. Q is having 100, temp is having 200. So temp is not equal to q. So we go to the else part of this if. So else part is here. So we are going to perform this. What? Temp of link is equal to old of link. Means whatever is present in a temp of link, copy it into the old of link. What present in the temp of link? Temp of link is having 300. See, link part of the temp is having what? Address of 30, that is 300. We copy this into the old of link. Old of link means what? This part. So we are going to copy what it contains now, 200. So we are going to copy temp of link, that is 300 over here. Whenever we copy 300 here, automatically this node point to the 30 node. Like this. Okay, and then we free temp. So we are going to delete the temp. Free temp means what? Deallocate the memory which is allocated by the malloc function. So we are going to deallocate the memory which of the what? Temp. See here, we give the node here which you want to delete. Okay, so we free the temp and return. So deleting the intermediate node is happen like this. Now we are going to see the third case. Means what? See, this is the third case. Deleting the invalid node. For valid nodes, for delete operation, valid nodes are 10, 20, 30. Whereas 10 is comes in the first case, that is deleting the first node, and 20 and 30 comes to the second case, that is intermediate node. So but if I give that delete the 40, then this will be the invalid node. Node is not present in the list. So if node is not present in the list, then you cannot perform the delete operation. So see, here again we pass the pointer q, means this linked list, and one number, node number, that is 40. So we are going to delete the 40 from this linked list which is not present. So see how function works. We again require two pointer variable old and temp. Temp is equal to q at this line. So we copy the address of q into temp. Then is temp is null? No. Is temp is not null? Temp is 100. We come here. Temp of data and your number, we check that. Temp of data is equal to number, 10 is equal to 40, no. So we come here, old is equal to temp, so old is equal to temp, and temp is equal to temp of link, temp will point here. Again we check, is temp is null? No. Temp is having what? 200. Again temp of data is equal to number, temp of data is 20 and your number is 40. Are they equal? 20 and 40, no. So we again come here. Old is equal to temp, means we keep old here, and temp is equal to temp of link. Now temp contains not null. Temp contains what? 300, address of 30. Again check. Is temp is null? No. Temp of data is equal to number. Temp of data is 30 and your number is 40. If you see that before deleting operation, we are actually perform the searching operation. We first search that node, then delete that node. Okay. So Is tempo of data is equal to number? This line is executing. Tempo of data is 30 and your number is 14. No. So we again come here. Old is equal to temp. So we keep here old. Old now old is having 300 and temp of link. Temp is equal to temp of link. What temp of link contains? Null. So now temp contains what? Value null. Now temp is having what value? Null. So again we come here. Is temp is not null? No, temp is not null. Temp is now null. So we break the while loop and come function over control comes here. Elements percent is not found. So we output will be what? Your element percent is what? Number. So element 40 is not found. So this is how the case 3 executed. Delete function for the invalid node. Okay, so till now we have seen all the 3 cases of the deleting first node, deleting intermediate node and deleting the invalid node. Next operation, till now we have completed 2 operations, insert and delete. Now next operation is the display. So this is the function for the display. So what will be the output of this display? Display is a traversing operation. So output of the display will be, display function will display or print the data value of each node from start to end. So output of the display operation will be 10, 20 and 30. So we will see how this output will come with the help of this function. So this is a function for the display. Here we pass only the structure pointer q. Pointer q will pass hold the linked list like this. Now while q is not null, is q is null? No. So while your q is not null, we are going to perform this. Q is not null, q is having what? 100. So print q of data. Q of data is what? 10. So we are going to print the 10. Next is what? Again we check. Q is equal to q of link. Now q is pointed here. Now q is having the 200. Again we check. Is q is null? No. So we again print q of data. Q of data is now what? 20. Again at this line q is equal to q of link. Again q is pointed here. Now q is having what? 300. Again we check. Is q is null? No. Again we print q of data. Q is data is what? 30. Again q is equal to q of link. Now q of link is contain what? Null. So now q is having what value? Null. Now pointer q is what? Null. Again we check. Is q is not null? No. Q is null. So we break this loop and this is your output. This is how the display function works. Next is a count operation. In count operation, we are going to count the number of nodes present in a single linked list. So this is a linked list count function. See, let us execute this. Output of this count function will be 3 because there are the 3 nodes. Let us see. Initially c is equal to 0. C is what? It is a counter variable that we are going to use for counting. Okay. Then is q is not null? Yes, q is having 100. Q is not null. So q is equal to q of link. We shift q here and c plus plus. Now c will become what? 1. Again we go to the while loop. Is q is not null? Yes, q is not null. Q is having what? 200. Again we shift the q by 1. Q is equal to q of link. Now q is having 300. Then on next line c plus plus. Now c will become what? 2. Again we check. Is q is not null? Yes, q is not null, having the 300 value. So we again pass q is equal to q of link. At this line, now your q become what? Null. Again c plus plus. Now c will become what? 3. Now we again check the while loop. Is q is not null? No, q is what? Null. So we come, our control come over here and we return the c. What is the latest value of counter? C is the what? What is the latest value of c? It is a 3. This is our output of the counting. So this is how the count function works. The last operation on this single linked list is the searching. So we are going to actually perform the linear search on this. So as you know that in linear search we copy the number to be searched with uh, each and every value of the data structure. So again, whatever you want to search, we are going to store in num, and we are going to num with this, compare this num value with this data part of the each node. So let us see the function. This function is also having the two cases. One is for node found and one is for node not found. So node found case means what? If I want to search 10, 20 or 30. Let us say I want to find a 30. So how I will search it. So let us see the function. First we require one pointer, that is pointer temp. Temp is equal to q, so we point here q. If you see that this code is same as what we found in a delete function, because for delete operation we are first perform the search operation, means searching the node to be deleted, then we perform the delete operation. So see, while temp is not null, is temp is null? No, temp is not null. Temp is having what? 100. If temp, we check temp of data is equal to num. Temp of data is what? 10, and our number is what? 30. Is the same? No. We come here. Temp is equal to temp of link. Your temp will point here. Again we go to the while loop. Is temp is null? No. Temp is having 200. We again come here after taking the while loop. If temp of data is equal to num, temp of data is what? 20, and your number is what? 30. Are they equal? No. So we go to the else part. Else part is what? Temp is equal to temp of link. Now temp pointed here. Now temp is having what? 300. Again we go to the while loop. Is temp is not null? Yes, temp is not null. Temp is having what? 300. We again check. Is temp of data is equal to number? Temp of data is what? 30, and your number is what? 30. Are they equal? Yes. So we come here. This condition is satisfied, so we come here. What? Node percent d is found. So we print the output what? Node 30 is found. So this is your output. Let us see the second case of the search function. So this is the same function, search function. Let us see the how function will give output in the second case, node not found. See, this is a linked list having 3 nodes 10, 20, 30, and I give the input to search the node is 40. So 40 list is not present. So how this function get executed, we will see this. Now we require one variable, pointer variable, that is temp at this line. Then temp is equal to pointer q. Whatever address present in the queue will copy into the temp. Now both pointer is having the address 100. Is temp is not null? Yes, temp is not null. Temp is having what? 100. Is temp of data is equal to number? Temp of data is what? 10. Your number is 40. Are they equal? No. So we go to the else part. Else part is what? Temp is equal to temp of link. So we shift temp here. Now temp is having what? 200. Again we go to the while loop. Is temp is not null? Yes, temp is not null. Temp is having 200. Again we check the data value of the temp with the num. Temp of data is 20 and your number is 40. Are they same, 20 and 40? No. We again go to the else part. Else part is adjusted temp to the next. So now temp is having what? 300. Again we check. Is temp is not null? Yes, temp is not null. Temp is having what? 300. Again we check. Is temp of data is equal to your number? Temp of data is 30 and your number is 40. Are they equal? No. So we again go to the else part. Temp is equal to temp of link. Now temp is having what? Value? Null. Now temp is what? Null. Again we go to the while loop. Is temp is not null? No, temp is what now? Null. So your control comes here. What? Node %d is not found. So node 40 is not found. This will be your output. So this is how the search function works for both cases, for valid node or for invalid node. So these are the all operations that we are going to perform on the single linked list. We are going to see the whole program by merging all these functions in our experiment number 10. This is the disadvantage of single linked list. As you know that single linked list can be traversed in only one direction, that is from starting node to next node. So from current node we can go forward, but we can't come the backward. So if you are at 10, you can go to 20, you can from 20 you can go to 30. But now if your current node is 20, then you can go to 30 because 20 has an address of the node 30, but 20 doesn't have the address of the node 10. So from 20 you can access the forward nodes, but you can't access the previous node. This is the disadvantage of single linked list. It is overcome by the circular linked list by storing the address of the first node here, by making the circular path. That is we are going to cover in the next video lecture. Thank you.